What's up, everybody? Got a duel for you today. Ranked, of course, since there's currently no events. Um, but we're running our Cyber Depths, which is Altergeist and Subterror. Right now, we're not looking so good, but you do what you do. You play, and right off the bat, this would be bad for us if we weren't playing Subterror. Obviously, Subterra can still summon themselves. Uh, well, not summon themselves, but could still be special summoned. Not that we even rely on special summons, but if we need to, we can, because we have some Earth monsters that can do it. Also, our Altergeist protection card is also Earth, so she can special summon herself if there's an attack that happens. So let's say I have that card in my hand right now. There she is. I have that card, Konkiri, in my hand right now, uh, and we go into the battle phase, and she goes that whatever this thing is goes to attack. Statue, rhinoceros. Um, I can actually stop that effect, like because she can negate. If she's special summoned, she can negate. Uh, she can target one card and negate its effects. Negate that action. Okay, so let's go. And see, we were able to special summon. So our plan is for him to play a card. That way we can negate it with Fiendus and get, you know, uh, this guy flipped face down. But we got another Fiendus in our hand. Fiendus back on board, and now we'll destroy him. So now we're free to special summon as much as we want. For now, at least. So here we go. And I guess I should have let him stay up because, wow. First thing he did was use this, which is kind of crazy, but just a side note before we continue. Um, I don't consider this kaijus, lava golems, super poly, um, almost anything that would tribute an opponent's monster for something without them being able to react. I think is bad game design. I think it's terrible game design. That something can happen off screen. Anything that happens, anything that has an effect in this game, if it's an effect monster or a spell or trap card, it should not be able to be, you should not be able to not respond to it. Not only not respond to it, but this, the kaijus, lava golem, Santa Claus, and some other things, they actually happen without you even knowing that anything is even going on. All you see is your monsters flying to the graveyard or banish zone if there's an effect causing stuff to be banished. And it's like, well, wait a second. Um, you mean to tell me that something like this is okay? That somebody can do something like this? That's not strategic to me. That's not good playing. That's just you happen to draw the card. Anyway, let's continue. So I let him have his monster back. I could have activated uh, World Legacy Awaken and put him in the graveyard, but whatever. We'll make no excuses. It is what it is. Taker's on board. Now go ahead, tribute again. Now he wants to get his. Um, Here we go. Now I actually make a huge misplay here. I don't know what I was even doing. I don't know what I was doing. I don't know what I was thinking. I was supposed to put him in a space where she could benefit from it, and then I could have destroyed his tactics, and thus he would have never got that spell. So one thing led to another. And now he's doing some stuff, picking up shared ride. Whatever you pull out, we're pulling too. And now Max C's on board. That was excellent. That was excellent. Max C resolved. I should have waited before I used Max C. I missed out on the card, but we got one. And now we'll draw one more. So let's go. Let's see what we got here. Let's just open the natura monster. I put my card down. And now I'm going to destroy them because you're not putting another monster on the field. He thought by tributing it, it wouldn't have the effect, and he still get his effect off, but also he wanted to special summon another monster. And this card is going to tribute itself and summon yet another monster. But look what we got now. And in our turn, and look what he's about to do. Oh yeah, kaiju. A kaiju. Put a kaiju in its hand. He dumped it with this. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Send one level 5 or higher water monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then you can add one water monster from your graveyard to your hand. Also, until the end of your next turn after this card resolves, you cannot special summon monsters except water monsters. So, until the end of your next turn, meaning this turn coming up, why would you do that? You're playing Earth monsters. Then he tried to summon the Winged Dragon of Ra. First of all, if you're running this to lock people down, you are playing something that's locking yourself down. Whenever I play this, I have a fully Earth deck, a full Earth deck. And the only card that I have typically when I run this that isn't an Earth monster is Lord of the Heavenly. But see, he has an in-hand effect to where he can protect my face-down Subterror cards or any other traps, all that stuff. Any other face-down cards, including the opponents, he can protect them. So he has, utility outside of special summoning himself. But anyway, he's got his little kaiju or whatever. We're still going to do our thing. It is what it is. Want to get her out on the field just in case he wants to play anything else. And he jumps right on the bait. He jumps right on the bait. See, the mature monsters, maybe I should look into getting them. They're not once per turn, so he can use this as much as he can banish. As much as he can banish, he can use it. Let's see, what he doesn't know is this is protecting every altergeist card that I have, including the traps, except for this one. Because this one isn't technically an altergeist card, which makes no sense. This is one of the many things that holds altergeist back. This card isn't an altergeist card, although it only works with altergeist monsters. That makes no sense. So you can't search it with Marionetter, because this will be the first card you would search. or more than anything. Either that, you would either put this in your hand or put protocol in your hand. But either way, this will be a huge priority because it's one of their best cards, and it's not even an Altergeist card. Subterror has something similar to this. They have Subterror Succession, which can also search you out an Earth monster, um, or any kind of monster as long as you have the appropriate flip monster in hand. But anyway, let's go. He tries to negate. He can't. I didn't even try to stop him. I could have destroyed him right there. I could have destroyed him right here. So I want him to use the kaiju because now I get to add a card to my hand. Multi-faker. Go ahead. So now he's popped. And he said, yeah, you know what? And now she's back in my hand. And he just wasted lost wind. He fell right for the bait. See, it's the end phase now. So now I don't care about activating a card, this card, because he's ending his turn. So now the coast is clear. The coast is clear. Goodbye. So we'll put our monsters on the field. Trap is gone. Monster out. And I actually make a huge misplay coming up. A huge one. So far so good. Getting everybody out. Faker. Everybody in defense. Can anybody tell me what the misplay was? I need to put this on the field so I can get Fiendish back. So once I do damage to them, I can retrieve a card from the graveyard. Well, retrieve a Subterror card from the graveyard. This one. But I didn't. While he's down to 200 life points, something like that is a huge mistake that you make you cost dearly. He's got 5 cards in his hand. He could have anything. So he sends that one back out. We flip. And now we're sending that card back. And you know what's coming now. Although, look who popped up. So either way, this card was going away. But it's time to end the game with his kaiju. Yeah, you know, GG. Thing is, for the listeners, this isn't a proper way to duel. You don't want to be relying on kaijus and stuff like that. I try to stay away from anything that's cheese. Sometimes I end up having to use stuff, or not having to use stuff. Sometimes I use stuff that has synergy with things. Um, but I don't simply run to something just because that's what everybody else is doing. I'm playing Subterror Altergeist, for Christ's sake, if that says anything. And I don't have any Ash Blossom. Max C is different. Max C is a card that's necessary. When people are special summoning and doing all that stuff, they're giving themselves advantage. So what they run Max C or not, by doing all that special summoning and all that stuff, they are using Max C because they're getting all the advantage of drawing cards and filling bodies up on the field. But anyway, cheers.